It's scenes like these which have come to characterize protests.
The number of violent protests in the country has nearly doubled in the last 3 years. There are 230 protests that take place around the country every week, 5 of which are violent. And this is often where police draw scrutiny and find themselves with a lot of explaining to do.
During the presentation of crime stats, officials said they're channeling a large part of their resources towards riot training. They believe officers are improving their skills. They're now pointing fingers at those behind the protests.
The problem that we have is the manner in which people protest. Police are put in a very difficult position when members of the public attack them.
The South African Police Service says criminal elements are to blame for the use of force.
We do not go out there so that we can shoot at people. We go out there to maintain law and order. If a situation calls for it, and if members find themselves in a situation where their lives are in danger, then they are allowed to use a certain level of force.
But one organization thinks otherwise.
It is most often the police that do determine whether a protest is going to be violent or not. And this is through whether the police actually do act timelessly to actually deal with crowds, especially where protests are becoming violent.
While police action can at times be justified, their explanations often offer little consolation to the families of those who've lost loved ones. Kathy Mutlahlana, Johannesburg.
News that moves. ENCA.com.